And we are live. Hi guys, how are you? So I'm going to change the focus towards the hook. That's the main event. Let me see if we can get some nice focus here. There we are. So the reason why I have the tinsel and the silk already in place is because I stripped the last one I did due to the video. Yeah, failed, miserable. So yeah, I didn't want to redo that part, and you know how to do it anyhow. So let's begin. Let me see what we're going to add. Tail, Bustard, Hackle fibres, tippet, and a topping. So let's start with the topping then. And I'm going to go with a rather long one. Like that. Hi Vernon, how are you, buddy? And I'm rusty as hell, as you guys know. Haven't been tying flies for a bit. So bear with me if it's not going to be the most beautiful creation ever in history. Hi Malcolm, how are you, buddy? How's your TV? So the tail is on. Just gonna add a bit more wax to the thread. And today it's really windy outside here. The summer is just, yeah, it haven't even started yet. It's so strange. Hi Graham, how are you, buddy? Good to hear, Malcolm. Yeah, good. I like to watch on the telly as well. Now to the next step then. I took a bit of a Bustard feather. It looks like this. So I took the top of it. So I'm just going to tie it in. That was, yeah, my thought. So let's just make it like a bunch. Let's see how that turns out. Yes, all over the place. But I think that's actually okay, because then you can see it. Yeah, you got the windy conditions as well. Same here. But it's good. Otherwise, I would be on the Overlanding Adventure Expo doing some more videos. But I go there tomorrow. Hopefully, it's better weather. There we have the tippet. They always fall apart for me. But yeah, that's how it is. So I tie it in everything. There we go. Somewhere there. So now we have a bunch of stuff in the back there. Looking at the pattern description. So we're going to have silver tinsel and gold twist. So gold twist. Let's tie that one in. I did some myself. I put it on the far back side. There we go. And then we're just going to add the silver. Oh, the hook. Yeah, that is actually a boring hook. 6.0. Not made by Graham Culley. It's, I think it's a standard. Let me see. Standard something. Yeah, I think it could be this one. But it's 6.0. I couldn't find any nice large size hook. So I went with that one. Same as I did earlier. And let's add the silver tinsel. So let's tie that one in. Move it away. Maybe I can hide it somewhere here. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. So now we're going to have, just looking at the pig's wool, medium blue, 2 turns. So I'm trying to reuse the pig's wool from the last try on this pattern as well, where the video just crashed. So I'm not really going to go with just like 2 turns. I'm going to do a bit more. There we are. And then we have orange wool, but the hackle going to be from the orange wool. Okay. So we're going to tie in the hackle. It's going to be claret. First a bit of wax. I've never seen a picture of this one. Of course I have, since I did tie it earlier, but I've not seen it from anybody else. All right. So I don't want to tie in the hackle. That worked out good. There we are. Let's see if I can hide this one here as well. Just put the stem inside. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat if there is anything you want to ask or state or whatever. So let's add the orange pig's wool. There we go. Just want to have some volume there as well. Let me see if it states how much. Now we go to the claret pig's wool. So that's going to be plenty. I like pig's wool, it's nice to work with. So let's add some more. Yeah, we just speed up the body work here. Still you want it to be quite thick so you can brush it out. think I'm gonna need some more claret, pig's wool. There we go. So you guys been tying anything funny lately? So I'm just gonna take this one and find the claret, since I need a hint more of it. Maybe not that much. So, thinking out loud, I need to read the pattern because I think it's a twist here. So the Bustard Hackle is over the blue wool. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to do any mistakes. Okay. Yeah, I'm preparing to go fishing week 28. It's gonna be rather nice. I'll be going to Norway. A new river we never tried before, so it's gonna be interesting. A lot of things to learn though. All new rivers are a challenge to learn where the fish are, when the fish are there, and which pattern, etc. to use. But overall, it should be straightforward, since I got almost every pattern there is. Now we're gonna have, so the blue, okay. So now we can start. Now I'm gonna add the Bustard first, then I'm gonna do the wool, else it's gonna be a mess. I don't want to try to do anything fancy. I'm too rusty for that. Okay. There we go. So I'm tying it a bit. And we have this new one, special edition, super sharp, almost scary to use, I must say. There we are. Then we go back and add the blue. Should just be a hint of blue, but at the same time I want to level it out. So let's see how it turns out. And if you don't have Bustard Hackle, you can always use like, yeah, normal hackle. I think that's sufficient. I did catch a few fibres there of the Bustard Hackle, but yeah, it's okay. So let's see if we can brush this one out a bit. Now you see it's bushy. So this is a Bustard Hackle from the neck. But you can use like a cock grizzly hackle. The cockeriza hackle, of course, is a bit thicker, but still it would have the similar effect anyhow. So first of all, let's go with the silver tinsel. So trying to get it somehow even without tying in all the pig's wool fibres that I have pulled out. And there's a lot of things going on here. There we are. So just tying it in, securing the tinsel. And then we do the gold twist. So just behind it. And we have a laundry afternoon later, so when I'm done tying, you guys know what I'm doing. So there we are. And then the last one here, without tying in all the Bustard fibres. Come on, don't break on me. There we go. But now it's going to be a bit interesting because I actually have the claret hackle that should end over the blow. But what I think I will do, I will just wind it forward and then put the two together and then finish it off. Else it's going to be a lot of tricky stuff. Since I haven't tied in a while, I spare myself from any larger challenge. There we go. Just looking at the chat so I don't miss anything. You never know. So I will just do like that. So I tie that one in first. And then I will continue with the Bustard hackle on top of the claret one. This one we need to be careful with. It's really fragile. Oh, hey, come on. I'm just going to take a few turns just so it's kind of visible. There we are. So tying that one in, and then we cut it off. Oh, the thread just broke there. So I was a bit lucky there. It did break on the tinsel. So I'm adding some wax to it, make it stronger. And then we just cover that one so we don't break the thread again. And now we're going to have yellow cock hackle. So let's see, we can take something here, I think. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Just going to take a fluffy part like that. Just use the top. There we go. So just cleaning up first. And some wax to the thread. And then just tie this one in. There we go, guys. So now we can start to add this one. Just folding the feathers backwards. Nothing strange. There we go. And then we tie it in. And then we have sufficient space for the wing and everything. Oh, that was the wrong one. Yeah, not that bad. And I didn't want to add too much of the yellow because then the bustard wouldn't be visible at all. It would just vanish in all that fluff. Then we can put this one away. give it some space on the table. And then it's tippet time. So this one doesn't have the claret cock feathers going through the wing. Not according to the pattern I'm reading, at least. So let's see if I did pair up a nice pair of tippet. You never know. I would say they will work. No, not bad. So let's prepare those. Then we're going to have my favorite tool. There we go. So that's going to be that side. I'm just going to bend the stem a little bit, not too much. Cleaning up. And then we just wax the thread plenty. And I'm just going to build up a bit of foundation here. Just going to read the pattern. No, so what we actually... the yellow one is, of course, supposed to be after the wing. But since I added so little of it, we can actually add the wing and then hackle again. I think that's sufficient. That would work. Or I do it as it should be. So let's remove the yellow hackle. But now, let's see if I get the thread out. Just gonna double read it. Yellow hackle in front of the wing. Yeah, that's correct. So let's do it properly. There we go. So let's undo the yellow. There we go. Now it looks better. I thought something went wrong there. And then we can just redo the work. Add a lot of wax to the thread. I'm just gonna see how they pair up. There we go. So somewhere there, okay. Just gonna mark where I want to tie it in, and then clean that area out. There we go again. Need to clean a bit more. So let's tie it in. And see if it stays as we want. Almost. No, it's pretty decent. It's just need to move a few fibres. They are, of course, pulling on the wing. Then the hackle is messing up a bit. But that's how it should be. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, that will work. So I'm just going to cut the stem in the front, just to make sure I don't cut the girt. There we go. Hi, Walter. How are you, buddy? Hi, Tom. Morning. How are you guys? But now it's separating, so I need to reset this one. Or maybe I should go with the larger one, actually. I'm gonna reset it and see how it turns out. I think it should be like more massive, as it's gonna be very, very slim one. So let me see what I got available. Yeah, that's more volume. That could be something. I can put it a bit higher. Then the hackle doesn't put pressure on the sides. So what have we got here? Just gonna have a look at everything here. Let's see if these two match. No, not really. But not that bad either. That could be something, guys. Let's give it a try. So I'm concentrating a bit. Can't talk and concentrate at the same time. Still, I need to shorten it. So let's try it. But I think one stem is a bit thinner than the other one, so this one might roll or turn. Yeah, bad choice. So I need to find a 2 equal one. Oh, you forgot about me. That's bad. Hi, David. How are you, buddy? Yeah, you need to stay here in the live session at least 30 minutes when we are done. It's okay. I have a struggle here with the tippet anyhow, so you didn't really miss anything. I can feel the rust affecting everything here. That's too big. So I'm just gonna try to find something that is actually working. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just sort a bit of the fibres here. Yeah, bad boy. Nah, don't really like it. This one too big. It's always a struggle with the tippet because I never prepare them because you want to look at the body and everything and see how they will turn out. At least I want to do that. So hopefully we got something that will work, that I have steamed, that is prepared. Yeah, it doesn't need to be massive. That will work. So I just need to find something with a similar thickness of the stem. Yeah, so sorry for last week, guys. My bad. You were like a week early. So let's see if we can find a body to that one. Whoops. Somewhere we should have one. Too big, too big. Sorting feathers, my God. It's a nightmare. But yeah, you have to do it sometimes. Too big. Come on, give me a decent one. Now the huge ones are coming up here. How is that one? That one looks really good. You can't even see, they have the same marking, so to say. So let's try that one. And if I mess that one up, yeah, I don't know what to say. Hey, Graham, you have your 2 scissors coming. They're on the way. I'm going to post them tomorrow. Almost. Something like that. Hope it will turn out okay. Just gonna strip a bit of the fibres here. Let's just secure everything and then we'll release and have a look. And please do as I want. Yeah. That will work. That will work. Yeah, my packet is lost in the British postal service. No, it's these ones are really nice. I found the supplier that did supply the other ones I did before, but the new ones are much better quality, even better. And the old ones were superb. The new ones are just, yeah, no words for them. I made them in an odd color, so they are different. So guys, we're going to add some feathers. Yeah, of course, that's a feather too, but the wing, that's funny. So I'm going to read the pattern then. So we're going to have white ribbed snipe feather, of course. We're going to put that one on the top. on each side, and then we're going to have the tippet we have. We're going to have Bustard and the gold pheasant tail in strips, red, blue, and greenish-yellow fibres. So I think I'm going to go with Bustard golden pheasant in strips first. So let's see what we got. We don't need super much, just like 3 fibres or something. This one going to be very spare, 3-4 fibres. There we are. And then from my side, let's do the same. Don't need to have them super long. Whoops. And then we can take the Bustard to the table, so we have it. So first I'm just going to add a strip of 3 fibres. So this time I'm going to add the fibres first, then the snipe. Last time I did the opposite. I didn't like that. There we go. A bit of Bustard. I wonder if I go, maybe I try this one. If they're long enough, I don't know. Haven't used them before. But yeah, they are pretty long. Maybe too long. Yeah. So they're going back. Let's see what we can do with this one. So, same here. I think we just go with like 3 fibres. Yeah, maybe it will work. So in with the Bustard. So I'm going to try to make it as long as possible. And that one turned. I want it to like laying flat. Like that, almost flat. Just a bit of curve, but a good curve. So moving that one down a bit, and then we add the one on that side. And for the color, I'm thinking about adding like single stripes, single fiber. Something like that. So then we are done with the quarry. Put it here. So I have a few fibers since the last time. Green, blue. Now they are curved, doesn't look good. So I'm gonna remove them. Should we have yellow? Red, blue, greenish, yellow. Greenish, yellow. Then we go for green. Red, blue, and green. Then we have for that side. Then we want to have the same for my side then. Feathers. Green, blue, and do we have red? Yes, we do. Red. So one fiber each. That wasn't a nice red. They were broken in the ends. This one looks much better. But thinking out loud, I might actually marry the colors. Since it's just 3 fibers. So reading red. Then we have blue. I'm not. I think let me see which one I used. It's Vineyard, but let me double check which one I used, since I have several. And I'll get back to you, buddy. No, it's bleached and dyed crane, Malcolm. Bustard is way too hard to get hold of and super expensive. And tying videos on YouTube using bleached and dyed Bustard, that's not really good business. So now we have the color in place on that side. So I'm just going to try to do the same on the opposite side. Oh. Do they want to marry, yes or no? Yeah, maybe. Ish. No, they don't want to marry, but I can stack them then. Oh, guys, I threw them away and just take 3 new. I do it difficult. Green, blue. And we need red. Yeah, they are huge. You can tie up to like a 8 or 10 hook with the right feathers. And there's no stress marks in them. So we're gonna add red first, then blue. And then the green. And we just curve it a bit. And of course, everything has come up. This is what I don't like with this kind of flies. Because when we add the snipe, and then after a while, everything is going to be behind the snipe. Now it turns a bit. So let's reset that one. There we go. And then, of course, it want to go up. Frustrating. So let's just cut everything in the front here, clean it up a bit. Then we're going to add the snipe. You need to be careful cutting here. It's razor sharp. There we go. And yeah, everything is like moving up, as I mentioned earlier. But as long as I know they are there, I'm happy. Then we have the snipe. But before doing anything, just gonna read the pattern. You never know. Might have missed something. I'm gonna have a topping and then the yellow front hackle. Okay. Here we got the snipe. So I'm gonna add it as it is. I'm gonna try to put it really high. Same on my side. But a few turns with the need to wax the thread first, of course. There we go. I'm just gonna move this one down a bit, but they will move up and get behind the snipe. I just know it. No, that one didn't end up well. It's bending outwards. So we're gonna reset it. Same again. So this pattern is like watching paint to dry. And once again, you need to take down everything here. Oh yeah. I feel you. It's the same for me. So what I do, instead of actually, I move them around like 20 times already, but they will just move up and get hidden behind the snipe. So yeah, I just let them stay there. Do as you want, kind of thing. Not perfect. So let me see what we can do. I don't like how it... So it flips out a bit, as you can see. I'm not pleased with that. And last time, of course, because the video didn't upload to YouTube, it just stayed on perfect. So I try to twist it a bit and see if that makes any difference at all. I think that's going to be as good as it can get, like that. Yeah, it really changed the look of the fly. I just wish that all the fibres were where I wanted them to be, but they move around and do whatever they want. But when fishing with them anyhow, yeah, they will come together. So let's add the topping, and then we're going to do... I'm not going to mess around with it because it's not going to be any better than that. So we're just going to add the topping to it, and then we do the front hackle. But snipe is a pretty cool feather. I like it. Yeah, let's try this one. But it's scary tying live this rusty. I didn't even recover before the last time I had a break. But yeah, take it for what it is. And you see, I always have some problem. They always want to meet up, even if I try not to do it. But it's okay. There we go. And then we're just going to lift this one a bit and put it where we want it. There we go. Yeah, I can never get the small stripe things looking good on these kind of flies. It's really difficult if you're not used to it. So, reading out. Any horns? No. Fantastic. So we're just going to have this yellow front hackle then. I'll take that one. Just cleaning up here a bit. And let's wax the thread. Just gonna add a few more tight turns. I could feel it was a bit loose. More wax. Oh, I hate this step. Yeah, and there it goes. So I'm gonna take a new feather. And I think I'm gonna make things easier for myself, and I'm gonna prepare it properly first. Meaning I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna have one with a bit similar, but not that long feathers, but might not have any options. So let's redo that one. Because the easiest way, if you can just wind the front hackle on without messing too much with your fingers, because then you're just going to destroy the fly. Yeah, as you see, this one is starting to point out and stuff, and the rest are slowly going upwards and hiding. Thanks a lot, buddy. So what I'm going to do, so you take this one, then you just gently pulling the fibres downwards. It's going to make it a bit easier if they want to play game. There we go. So now we can tie it in, and hopefully it's going to be a bit easier to wrap it around in the front. And I do much tighter turns this turn. And let's cut that one off. So there we are. Just going to secure it, tie it in. We cut that one off. Not the tightest one. So what I'm going to do now is just to wax the thread. And then just cover everything, making it black. And thinking out loud, I think it would look better with the ostrich herl rather than just some ordinary varnish. So I can't help myself, I need to add that. So let's take some ostrich herl. Might be fragile and dry. Haven't used it in a while, but let's give it a try. So almost there, guys. Oops. Of course, the herl did break there. But it might be sufficient, so we can finish this one off. I always do, mate. I always do. It looks so much nicer. There we go. Yeah, that would be it, guys. Not perfect, far from it, but yeah, super rusty. It was great fun, and you guys, I'm always super thankful that you spend time during the weekend watching me tying flies and having fun together. It's wonderful. So today I'm really happy. So I'm gonna do some massive laundry, 4 hours, and then enjoy the rest of the Saturday. And guys, have a great time, have a fantastic weekend, and stay safe out there. And a big heart from me. Take care, guys. Thanks.